Hi, YouTube. Wait, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be Revenant. I want to be Caustic. I want Castic. Wow! Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to another LealLegacy video game stream. Apex Legends. Deja loot event. I don't really understand what the Deja loot means
this fight will result in
per
death
se,
for the weak.
but
So be it.
I do know that it's a game mode. It seems exactly the same to me, but whatever. It's an excuse to stream and, you know, hopefully get some views. I am simultaneously recording an episode of LealLegacy's Ragnarok podcast. So that's all happening, all at the same time. If you want to hear the first half of this podcast, go subscribe on anywhere and everywhere podcasts are provided.
Landing in this area yields a high probability for success.
I go into the experience I had with the recent tornado that really, devastated Nashville. It's got some new music in this Apex Legends, which is pretty cool. Oh, okay. Anyway, what else has been going on aside from near annihilation? Which I say that, and you might think, you know, you're exaggerating. I assure you, I am not. 100% near annihilation.
First blood. The cycle has
And again,
begun.
I'm really glad that I got into talking about that, because it really eased my aggravation of the game needing to update. Because, man, when I say I feel stupid for getting upset about that, I really do now feel stupid for getting upset about that. Because what a menial, trivial thing to be upset about. When, again, 2 days ago, I could have very well no longer been here. And again, not an exaggeration, because there have been many lives, an uncomfortable amount of lives lost. Any life lost is an uncomfortable amount of life lost, but I mean, this is double digits of people that are no longer with us due to this natural disaster. Let's talk about lighter stuff, like happier things. What have you guys been up to? Oh man, I might regret that.
Body shield here. Level 2.
I picked up a hemlock. Hey, you know, if you don't play Apex Legends, I don't know what the hell's wrong with you, because this game is so good. So good. Oh, I have some light ammo that I don't need to be carrying around. Yeah! Is this still fun to listen to on a podcast? Woo! Sure hope so. Hey, I'm working on some new skeleton. I'm always working on new skeleton crew gear. But I'm pretty psyched on what I'm working on currently. Wow, look at that. They only allow you to carry one grenade at a time. Well, you can have multiple grenades, but you definitely can't carry as many as you could before. I saw something that
body shield here
insinuated something called grenade spamming, which
might be something good this way.
I didn't know was a thing.
Yes.
But I guess it makes sense. But at the same time, isn't that just called playing well? Like, if you're able to utilize grenades effectively? Oh boy.
Opening fire on the enemy. Hostile right here.
My squad is being shot at.
Our brethren's fight is the gas trap. 10 seconds. Gas trap deployed.
Oh no. Death from above! Ah! Oh man, sorry. Sorry guys. For those of you listening to the podcast and can't see what's going on right now, I'm probably yelling into the podcast. Put a bunch of bullets in your head.
You're good. Taking a moment to heal.
I know, I'm getting quiet. Ah! No! That hurt me. Alright, squad's eliminated. That got heavy. That got real heavy real quick. Was I yelling? I'm so sorry if I was yelling. I'm still getting used to this podcast and play thing simultaneously. I mean, it's really effective for content. Because I'm knocking, you know, what did I call the last episode? 2 bats, 1 bone? Something like that. So 2 birds, 1 stone. I thought it was creative. I did get a kill in that match. Didn't do super well as a squad. We took 11th place. Ah, look at that. Oh, I got a challenge completed already. Look at, wow. Wow. Let's add that banner to my buddy. Oh, that's super interesting. Is that? Am I able to use that with? Oh. Fascinating. Okay. Anyhow, sorry, got distracted. Let's play again. I don't want to be Revenant. Oh. What was I saying? I don't even know anymore. But thanks for listening, folks. I'm excited to be podcasting again. There was a while there where I kind of fell off the boat because there was just no time. So much life to live, not enough time to live it, not enough time to do the things I'm passionate about, but you know what? I'm making time for it. Nerd Cult Underground, we are committed to being a weekly podcast again, and I'm committed to doing this as a weekly podcast
If I
again.
may be honest, I find death fascinating.
Again, those of you watching the stream, go check out the podcasts. Nerd Cult Underground, LealLegacy's Ragnarok. I got new artwork for Ragnarok. So go pick up a Ragnarok t-shirt by Skeleton Crew brand, which is also just, you know, by me. We also have some Nerd Cult Underground merch too. We got podcast merch. So go to Skeleton Crew, C-R-U-E. It's like Motley Crue, but skeletons. SkeletonCrewBrand.com, which, let me tell you a secret, that just takes you to LealLegacy.com and into our store. So, supposedly Deja loot means the same exact loot is in the same exact locations. Every match. So, I kind of liked what I found over here. So let's go back over here again.
Copy that.
Oh, hey, copy that.
Hey, look at the bracelet.
So, what else? I bought Baney Boy a new bed the other day. So, I was hoping to put that together before he came home, but that didn't work out. So, now that gets to be a Bane and Daddy project that we get to do together, so that's gonna be great. And by great, I mean probably kind of obnoxious, because, you know, when a 3-year-old tries to help you with seemingly tedious things, it has a way of just increasing the tedious nature of the project at hand. But I don't know. Baney Boy's great with being a helper, so it's not gonna be that bad. And it'll probably be good for him to be involved in putting his new bed together. You know what I mean? I'm carrying a lot of stuff I don't need. Again, still picking up things I don't need. Yeah, I'm gonna trade this out for that gun. Yeah, podcasters, podcast listeners. This is really the time you want to go to the YouTube channel and scope out what I'm doing, because it'll make what I'm talking about make a lot more sense. This is how you trick people into subscribing to your YouTube and or podcast. Is it working?
Gas trap deployed.
Have you people involved done what I've demanded yet? Sure, yeah. Hey! Okay. Please be yeah, it is a select fire. Hooray. Okay, I'm feeling confident-ish. Yeah, so Banny Boy and I are gonna put his bed together. It's his big boy bed. He's been sleeping in a really... Oh, man, I just got shot in the face and it scared me. Like, I literally jumped when that happened. Oh, man. Ugh, that was embarrassing. I'm glad nobody saw that. Yeah!
Gas trap deployed.
Throwing gas traps all over the place.
Let's go this way.
Go up top and shoot that mofo who is shooting me. I hate that guy.
Shields are recharging.
He shot me.
1 minute until the nearby ring closes.
So I'm gonna go end his existence. Still up here, fool? Of course you're still up here. Of course you're still up here and you're running away like
45 seconds left.
a coward. And now yeah, I'm not one of those people leaving for dead. I am gonna finish the job.
Killed one myself.
Finish the job because I hate you.
Close to the ring.
I'm not taking this too seriously.
30 seconds left.
Oh, hey, so, you wanna know something real fun? My son Elvis.
Battling the enemy.
Oh, you're gonna pick up your friend, aren't you? Not today. Not today, you ain't.
Be aware of the new kill.
You ain't.
10 seconds remain. The ring is close.
Cool. Stole everything I wanted to steal from you. Oh, you know what? Let's
Gas trap deployed.
throw one over there. You see where that landed?
Dying outside the
Look at
ring
that.
would be pointless.
Be impressed. Okay, so Elvis. My son Elvis said something the other day that I found to be
Breathe it in.
hilarious and brilliant all at the same time. He said, Dad, if a ghost is going poop and you decide that you need to pee at the same time, technically you are peeing on the ghost's lap. Well, my squad's doomed. Great, I'm dead. Oh, punched me in the face. That was just... See what I'm gonna chalk that death up into me trying to tell a story while in combat. That is really loud in my ears. So I'm gonna turn that down. We'll see if my living squad mate comes and resurrects me. Probably not though, but I'm not gonna abandon him. Yeah, so Elvis was pretty convinced the other day while he was having a sleepover at his granddad's house. He believes very much that he had a ghostly encounter. I'm not one to tell him he's incorrect, because I'm a firm believer in that sort of phenomenon taking place. So, that being said, when he told me the story, I wasn't like, no, you may have thought you saw something, or it was just your imagination, or any kind of nonsense that every other parent tries to fill their child's head with. No, I listened to him, and I was like, man, that sounds spooky. What do you think this was? What do you think that was? I more reassured him that it wasn't necessarily to be afraid of. I do the same thing with Bane. I always tell Bane that anything he's afraid of is likely more afraid of him, because we're Leals. But anyhow, he was at Elvis's house. Said that his grandfather was watching the news, and in the midst of them watching the news together, which I didn't actually consider why my 9-year-old son was watching the news. I mean, obviously his grandfather was watching the news and he was just trying to hang out with his grandpa, but at the same time it was like, oh, my respawn timed out, so I can bail. I'm gonna get out of this match later. Good luck to you, bro. So he was watching the news, and his grandfather got up to go use the restroom, which I'm wondering if that also correlates into his discovery of if a ghost is pooping and you pee, you're peeing on the ghost's lap. His grandfather got up to use the restroom, and Elvis said that he had looked to, I believe, the left of him, and he saw a black, like, shadowy figure kind of just there. Then he looked away, and I guess it moved closer, and then ultimately into like a pile of blankets or something like that. Somehow he said that this entity or whatever it was ended up in a pile of blankets, and in true Elvis Leal fashion, he immediately started punching the blankets because my boy is a gangster. He doesn't run from ghosts, he punches them. So that happened, and I listened to his story, and he told me the story one day, and then he and I were talking a couple days later, and he furthered the story by saying, Dad, you know what I figured out? I was like, what's up, dude? He said, if a ghost is pooping, and you have to go pee, you're not going to know the ghost is there, so you're just going to start going pee. And technically, that would mean you're peeing on the ghost's lap. And I stopped for a moment, reflected upon what he said, and followed that up with, you know what? That's a really good point. Because the kid ain't wrong. Male or female, if you decide to go pee and there is already a ghost pooping on the toilet that you are using, you are in fact peeing on the ghost's lap. Oh, I'm the jump master in this match. Okay. Alright, back to focus on Apex for a hot sec. A hot sec. Let's go that way. Okay, Deja is in the same location every map, dropship path, and final circle change daily. Oh. So the final circle and the ship path change daily instead of match. So for a full day, it will be the exact same drop pattern. Final ending circle, whatever. I don't know. I'm already losing my. Ooh, look how close to the ring we are. Losing my ability to multitask, to speak, and combat. Well, right now I'm not really combating. I'm picking stuff up. This is not a gun I like to use. I do not like the R99. I do enjoy an alternator, but I'm going to switch the R99 out with a G7 Scout and feel a little bit better about life. Hey, is that a purple body shield? I believe it is. And I was right. I didn't want to pick up shotgun ammo. Get away. Ooh, select fire. Okay, that may come in handy. Because I do enjoy prowlers. Okay, okay. Ooh, double shot. Ooh, and that. Man, I want all the things. Wait, did you just pick up both those things, you sicko? Don't you love it when your teammate pings something and then goes, you know what, actually, I'm just gonna take it. Because they're sketchy bees. That is a Christmas themed G7 Scout. And I don't want it. I don't like Christmas themed things when it's not Christmas time. Although I don't really want this G7 Scout, I kind of want that alternator instead, but at the same time, it's basically the same gun. Just different ammo weight. Again, podcast listeners, if you are not playing Apex Legends, what is wrong with you? More so, even if you don't have a way of playing Apex, like, I'd imagine it's still somewhat entertaining to watch, maybe. I don't know. And then those of you watching the Apex match, if you want to hear more of my rantings, go subscribe to LealLegacy's Radner. Is that name too long? I don't know. I'm not going to change it now, though. You know what? I had a real big problem of changing artwork and, like, podcast names and titles and stuff far too frequently. And I think it's
Level 3.
confused some people in the past. So I'm not doing that anymore. It is what it is, and everything's staying what it is.
Thank you.
Warning. Ring closing.
Have I mentioned that I'm really excited about the new Skeleton Crew gear? Go to LealLegacy.com and go to our store, or go to Skeleton Crew, CRUE, brand.com. Oh my god, it's an Evo shield. I think I'm gonna take this. So Evo shields evolve. Does everybody in my team have an Evo shield? Oh, we all do. So the more damage you inflict on others, the more your shield increases in strength. So pretty neat, right? I've never actually gotten to use one, so this is the first time I'm going to experiment with the Evo shield. Where are you guys going? But yeah, so the Skeleton Crew brand store. I'm going to be doing, I got a poison apple, like from Snow White design that I'm working on currently. And then I want to do some like mythical creature, like adaptations and renditions. Like a Wendigo shirt, a Fiji mermaid. I did a Fiji mermaid shirt back in the day, but I think I want to do a new one. For those of you who don't know what a Fiji mermaid is, a Fiji mermaid was a novelty souvenir from where? I'm not entirely sure its point of origin, but I do know that there was a time where somebody said, you know what, I'm going to sew the top half of a monkey to the bottom half of a fish and pretend it's a mummified mermaid. Which, I mean, brilliant, right? For a while I had a Fiji mermaid replica. I'm not entirely sure what I did with it. It got thrown away at some point in a move, or I haven't moved in a long time, so that's just clearing out. Gotcha. Shot you in the head.
Reloading.
I need to inflict 32 more points of damage for the shield to evolve.
Recharging shields.
There you go. I see you. Come on, stick your stupid face out from around that corner so I can put some bullets in it. Man, that, out of context, that could sound very aggressive. I mean, even within context, it sounds very aggressive. Yeah, see, your stupid little drone got shot down. Oh, yeah! Got you down. Oh, I would have killed you when I ran out of ammo! I'm gonna use frag grenades, man. Every time they say frag, it's a dangerous dangerously close to them saying something else.
Placing gas trap. Placing gas trap. You are fortunate we're on the same team.
Get up, get up, get up, get up, team, get up!
Enemy killed.
Hell yeah, enemy killed. I'm going to leave the Evo shield. Actually, no, I'm gonna take it back.
Health drone if you need it.
Let's get a gold body shield.
Round 2. Ring
I
countdown.
feel like somebody shooting me.
We find ourselves inside the next ring. How's medical aid?
I'm not going to get shot at. I'm not going to allow that to happen.
Reloading. Big up to us. That was the last one in the squad.
That's the whole squad. Whole squad's dead. Alright, cool. Cool. Okay, let's see. It'd be cool to keep using the Evo shield, but at the same time, I got myself a gold one. So that is immediately more helpful than... Oh, I got a gold backpack and a gold body shield. I'm living life. What do people say? I'm living my best life. Where is the nearest respawn beacon? Hey teammate, why don't you ping the nearest respawn beacon so I can help you out? Because with the way we're looking at things right now, what in the world do I keep doing? Don't need that. Oh, I don't need that either. I don't need any more grenades.
Recharging my shields.
Okay.
Attention. The champion has been eliminated.
Can you... Man,
Champion out.
really helpful if you ping a place that I can respawn you at that it's not a million miles away. Because the farther out that I have to run, the more likely I'm going to get attacked. But whatever, it doesn't seem like you care because you're still not pinging a respawn point. Is this interesting to anybody not watching? I really don't care. This is my podcast. I'm going to do what I want to do. So we watched, Marissa and I watched, some footage of the new Mickey Mouse ride at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railroad? It's either Runaway Railroad or Runaway Railway. One of the two.
Hemlock here.
Either way, whatever it happens to be officially called, it looks super rad. Rise of the Resistance is like the greatest ride Disney has ever created. Runaway Railway shares a lot of the same ride mechanics of being like a trackless ride and stuff like that, but there's some other like really original and unique aspects to the ride. For those of you who, like me, grew up around... What is that? Oh my god, you can pick these up. What the hell? That's cool. For those of you who grew up near Disneyland, you're familiar with Toontown. Well, imagine Toontown, but like a million times better and being a single ride. And they utilize the current rendition of... Oh, boy, I'm getting shot. So they use the current animation style for Mickey Mouse, which is very vintage animation, like it's the old school, like Steamboat Willie era kind of aesthetic to Mickey, but a modern, much more modern take on Mickey. He's a lot more cartoon-like, which is really neat. I really enjoy. I'm gonna lose my train of thought because I'm about to start. My vision is clear.
I still see everything.
Keep throwing gas traps down. How did that happen? how did he kill me so ruthlessly and that precision? How many times did I shoot him? Or her? Well, 4th place. Not the worst, but let's see. I really thought I nailed you. Alright, I hit you for 22 points with the gas, 39, and 105. You got me for 90 and 120. J Get It 07. You can lick my butt. You can eat my farts. That's my new favorite thing. So eat my farts. But yeah, check it out. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railroad. Rail something. It's either railway or railroad. But I think the missus and I will be going and scoping that out shortly. Speaking of going to scoping that out shortly, are you interested in seeing like some vloggy stuff? Because Marissa and I are pretty dead set on producing vlog content of, you know, our adventures. We are annual pass holders at Disney World, so there'll be a lot of Disney World trips and content. We have a lot of videos from our last trips to Disney World that we just haven't done anything with because we want to put it on a vlog channel. But our issue is we can't think of a vloggy name that suits us. So, I don't know. That's something that we were supposed to figure out a name tonight before going to bed, but her stomach started feeling unwell and she went to bed already. And I totally forgot.
The word is out there looking for you.
We were gonna come up with a name tonight, one each, and we were gonna
It doesn't matter who I am.
you know,
Only what I
you guys decide what the name should be out of the two that we came up with. So keep a lookout for that on our social medias.
Introducing your champion.
And if you're, oh, I'm on the champion squad. If you are a loyal LealLegacy, if you're part of the skeleton crew, then don't let me down. You know what to do. You know to vote for my.
I never say die. I fight until it.
What I pick.
This landing location.
My name suggestion.
This was the outcome this
I
time.
think this Deja loot thing's pretty cool because I know that over here there's some decent loot. I just want to get a little closer before I jump because I didn't quite make it all the way last time.
Prepare for certain death.
Yeah, so if you have any vlog name suggestions, that would be cool. I think we kind of want to make it like have Disney kind of feel to it. It doesn't have to be like directly Disney, but you know, I don't know. She doesn't want to use her legacy. She wants to use something uniquely us.
We are
Which
inside the next ring.
I think it's cool. I respect it. I love it. I'm so like hell-bent on this legacy branding that, you know, I want everything to be a little real. Can't even say my last name anymore. Legacy. Kind of don't like that I dropped over here. I'm curious to see if we keep Evo shields even after this event has
Backpack
concluded.
here. Level 1.
This isn't a
Body
gun
shield
I
here.
want,
Level 1.
but it's a
All-seeing eye.
gun I'll use.
I'm back. Logged off my drone.
Bow. I'm gonna hold on to what I got.
Energy ammo here. Shotgun ammo here.
Oh, that was silly. Well, I'm dead. That was super annoying. Why on earth did it allow me to do that? Can you pick me up? Cool, thanks, man. Wow, I'm such a fucking dummy. I had no idea I was gonna fall. So maybe I'm not dumb. That was just careless? I don't know. I don't even think it was careless. Like, I had no idea that that was going to be a drop. But I got a good team. They're bringing me back. And you got an Evo shield. Lee, I just noticed that the Evo shields start pretty low. I guess that makes sense because they evolve the more damage you do to others, but even like a level 1 body shield still has 2 bars of health or shield. I digress.
It does not control me.
Yeah, vlog life.
Barrel stabilizer here. Level
I'm
1.
excited about that. Hopefully we have a name soon and we can start producing content. Hey, Eagle Shield, what up? Oh, I guess I can go back
Open supply bin over here.
my box and pick
Havoc
up
here.
the stuff that I lost. I didn't really lose that much. What did I lose? A hemlock? P2020 or something?
Attention.
Extended heavy mag.
Nothing,
Level 2.
nothing too special.
Yeah, I
New
think
kill
that.
leader. Watch for them.
Well, I'm already in a better place than I was. Oh, hello. I'm in an even better place than I was. Okay. I'm comfy. I'm feeling good about this.
You got it.
I'm kind of burping a lot. I'm trying not to let it affect the audio.
Light ammo here.
Warning.
I wonder how long I've been recording the podcast this aspect of this for. You know, it was a fairly decently interesting podcast, right? Or is that me patting myself on the back for no reason? Do I deserve a pat on the back? Probably not. There's something else I wanted to talk about, but
Switching to drone.
kind of
Watch my back.
forgetting in this moment. Did I talk about how I want to do my own rendition of a Fiji mermaid again, but
Backing out of
make
my
it,
drone.
instead of a
I'm good
monkey
to
and a
go.
fish, I want to do a gorilla and an octopus, or like a gorilla, like a top half gorilla,
Yeah,
bottom
pitch
half
up the care
squid or
package.
something. A gorilla with tentacles. If anybody steals that idea, I'm not above becoming violent with you. That's extreme, but it might be honest at the same time. No, I think that's it. Vlog, Disney stuff, tornado stuff, kind of Apexy stuff. I don't know. I think that is the gist.
Heavy ammo
What did I
here.
get distracted by? Oh, I got distracted by falling off a fucking cliff. That's what I got distracted by. Yeah. Anyhow, I'm really kind of just losing my momentum with talking because I'm getting too involved in playing,
Open supply bin over here. Optics here.
which is fair.
Mid-range.
I think I did a fair to middling job of multitasking. Man, I really wish I remembered what I wanted to say, because there was like one more thing I really wanted to touch on before signing off on the podcast, but I don't remember what it was. So that being said, thanks for listening, everybody. Remember to rate, review, subscribe, leave a comment, do all those things, because it really helps people finding the podcast who don't already know about it. That goes
recording my
for
drone.
LealLegacy's Ragnarok and Nerd Cult Underground. If you're familiar with this podcast, go check out my other one called
Copy
Nerd
that.
Cult Underground.
Optics here.
Back
Sniper.
on weekly schedules
take here.
for both, and you know what, it's fair if you don't believe me quite
Barrel
yet,
stabilizer
because
here.
it has
Level 1.
derailed for a moment, but we are back on course, back in a good place,
I have
back
an extended sniper mag here. Level 2.
in getting serious, being serious. You know, you won't be let down, or so I hope.
Charge rifle here.
What else? Our Skeleton Crew store. Go to Skeleton Crew, CRUE, like Motley Crue, but skeleton. Oh, I knew. I remembered. But you know what? I'll do a quick little something after all the pluggy stuff. Yeah, for a while I was actually saying LealLegacy's Ragnarok is sponsored by Skeleton Crew brand, which is kind of true, but at the same time, it's just fancy wording because I do all the design. I am Skeleton Crew. I am both LealLegacy and Skeleton Crew, so of course this is sponsored by Skeleton Crew, but it's just fun to say sponsored. Which, speaking of sponsors, I may actually have one that I will start promoting maybe next episode. I gotta look at some of the finer details, but it's like fitness stuff, which ties into like health and fitness stuff, which ties into I am currently, what day is it, the 4th? 4 days into the carnivore diet, where it is eating all meat and only meat. And, you know, not just only meat, like some other animal products, like cheese is fair game, butter is fair game, hard cheeses specifically. So I'm not getting all willy-nilly on some brie or Gouda or anything like that. But I am eating some Asiago. And I'm cheating a little bit when it comes to provolone. I almost had a breakdown tonight where I was like, Marissa, I don't want to do this anymore. It is for sure a very boring
Android receiver.
way to
Enemy have been spotted.
Oh.
They spotted.
I have lost my abilities.
I'm your child. Hold on. It's for sure a boring way to eat, but at the same time, I'm down. Alright, see, I would have done much better with that whole situation right there if I wasn't trying to speak at the same time as combat. Anyhow, see, that's what happens, you know, I take it seriously enough and it goes up in my face. And this is the second time I've died in this match. So, my
Might wanna
squad
grab
mates
that
are
banner.
probably like, fucking LealLegacy, idiot. Yeah, so the carnivore diet, so far, so good, but so far so boring at the same time. Like, it's not that I love eating meat products, and this is gonna make some vegans and vegetarians out there pretty upset, so, you know, here's to you, Thunderbolt. It's good and fairly easy for me to stick to. However, guy, dude, I love this squad mate. It's easy to stick to for me when it comes to just like what I'm eating, because I enjoy it anyway. But what I'm just even being 4 days in, it hasn't even been a full week, and I've already started complaining about it to Marissa. Is I'm unhappy. I'm missing textures. Like, I've really been wanting something.
I'm not sure. I think someone's targeting me.
Crunchy, like chips, Cheez-Its, something like that. There aren't many meat products that can satisfy a crunch craving. So
Eyes in the sky. Care
I
package
had
coming in.
a little bit of a breakdown today where I tried, like, pork rinds are allowed on this diet, but they did not satiate my desire for something crunchy. Like, they were just really disappointing. I wanted to eat some, like, chips, and they were not chips. So I told Marissa, I was like, I don't think I can do this. Like, I think I'm gonna bow out. Like, would you lose respect for me for giving up this early on? She's like, no, I wouldn't. Like, it's definitely a pretty severe life. It's like going vegan, but the complete opposite. But I'm sticking to it. I'm doing well. My meals have been like chicken and chorizo. Tonight I had some
of
ground
us are off
pork
the
and
grid.
shrimp,
Shouldn't stay there.
like Cajun style. So it's not hard to enjoy what I'm eating, but
Enemy spotted.
it is a bummer in the way of I am missing certain textures. Are you trying to respawn in front of these people?
Got one right here.
Psycho. Oh, that's a gas bomb. sticking to it. I'm gonna stick to it. I had a moment of weakness tonight, but it's still early on, so there's a lot of adapting. They say it's like synapses in your brain start firing differently, and you know, make you change the way you live. I don't know. I'm not a scientist, okay? I only play one on TV, but carnivore diet so far so good. I'll keep you posted on that. Like as the month goes on, I'm definitely going to cheat. So I won't be making it a full month because we're gonna go to Disney World and I'm gonna eat some shit there. Excuse me, I'm burping now. I don't know. But yeah, carnivore diet's going okay. No explosive tar-like diarrhea yet, as Joe Rogan said he experienced on this diet. But hey, I got my fingers crossed. Maybe tomorrow I'll poop some tar. And if a ghost happens to be pooping simultaneously, I will technically
Let's go find them all.
be pooping on its lap. Hey, the next time you go pee, just think about it. Think about the next time you go pee that maybe there's a ghost sitting on the toilet taking a ghost poop.
Don't be fooled.
You might be peeing on their lap.
I'm a man of science.
And then, yeah, just remember. The genius of Elvis Leal.
Introducing your champion.
So we did
My
Skeleton
electric
Crew bar,
fences
we
will
did
hurt
podcast
you.
bar,
Like
LealLegacy.com. Go there, check out all the fun stuff I do for Leal Legacy and other stuff. Like you'll be able to find the vlog, a link to the vlog stuff once we get that rolling.
Let's land here.
They're called Underground Merch. You can just go to the podcast pages. So there's a podcast tab at LealLegacy.com. You can click on Ragnarok, or you can click on called Underground and see the associated merch that we have made. And I have a bunch of stuff to give away, like stickers and magnets and buttons and stuff. So go subscribe, rate, and review the podcast. Leave a comment. Hit me up with an email saying, hey, I rated and reviewed the podcast and subscribed to it. And I will send you some fun stuff like stickers and buttons and magnets and, magnates. Why do I say magnets? Magnates. Is it because I misspelled magnets and put magnates instead? Or is it because I'm just trying to sound
Round 1. Beginning ring countdown.
right up to you to decide. But anyhow, yeah, email me at podcasts, plural podcasts, at Leal, L-E-A-L, legacy.com. I'm running around without
First blood.
Email me, say, hey, I subscribed, I left a comment, left a review, and a rating, and all those things, and email me your shipping address, and I'll send you a crew pack of, fun Skeleton Crew, Leal Legacy, novelty stuff. Okay. Was this good? I think this was an okay episode. We talked about everything from me almost being obliterated by a tornado to peeing on spirits to Mickey and Minnie. Yeah, man, we covered a lot of good stuff, and I ended up getting a screen going, so I am gonna play for a little bit more.
I must confess,
I still have
long for.
There we go. And chit chat a little bit more. So if you want to hear what happens after the podcast, go and subscribe to the Leal Legacy YouTube channel and scope out the Apex Legends gameplay playlist. Or you can go to LealLegacy.com and go to Legacy Originals Gameplay Apex Legends, and it'll be the most recent episode up there. So hear what you didn't hear on the podcast. Okay, cool. Hey, thanks for listening, everyone. I really, really do appreciate it, and I appreciate you being understanding and patient with me while I, try to knock out
Ring's
2
closing
bats
in
with 1 bone.
We're not
Light
very
ammo
close.
here.
And stream and podcast all at the same time.
Thanks.
I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. I think it's working fairly well.
The
But that's just
champion
me.
was weighed
And you know,
and found wanting.
I am my own biggest fan.
Far ring, 45 seconds.
Thanks for listening, folks. Appreciate ya. And until next time, embrace your hate and all those
Say
things.
we move this way.
Cool. Bye. Okay. Podcast has concluded. I will do another match or 2, and then I'm gonna go to bed. It got late quickly.
Heads up. The ring's moving.
Alright, let's see. Hey, there we go. I need some heavy ammo.
Might be something good this way.
Don't need any of that. Maybe something good what way? What are you talking about, Wraith?
Heard that.
Sweet, sweet. I hear footsteps. Is it you guys? Oh, look at that Gibraltar. Does he have an eagle on his back? What is that?
Care package being delivered.
Wait, is that? Does he have a
Care
bird
package
on his
coming
back?
in.
What is going on? That definitely wings on his back. Tribal Gibraltar. Gibraltar.
Got a hop up here. Anvil receiver.
I wish I had a gun to use an anvil receiver with, but I don't. Do I have a knockdown shield? No, I do. Okay.
I suspect we will find something here.
Heard that.
Seriously though,
Target over there.
so I'm not gonna end this stream with like plugs and stuff because I already did that. But definitely go and scope out the podcast. It's good for your health.
Reloading.
Listen to my
Throwing
podcasts.
frag.
Did I get ya? Did I get ya?
Reloading.
Where
Killed
you
an
at?
enemy.
Trap deployed.
Where you at? Saw you come in here.
Gas trap deployed. Placing gas trap.
I have a lot more
I'm getting shot.
light ammo. Hey,
Shield
there
up.
you are.
Got a heal. Taking a knee.
Delivering frag.
Is that gonna make it? Nope. Well, actually, I think it kinda did.
Charging shields.
Ooh. Ruh-roh.
Throwing arc star.
Spotted. Take the shot.
Recharging shields.
Independent variable.
Need to recharge my shields.
Where you at?
Got a heal.
There he
Taking a
is.
knee. Hostile right here.
Oh, there's lots of
Healing up.
baddies.
Eyes are open though.
Okay. So there's a couple squads fighting out there. Hey, let's get into the,
Placing gas trap.
get in the ring. Run. Run.
Gas trap deployed.
Let's check out this way.
Let's get in the ring. And let's wait wait for all those people that are not getting in the ring that we can hold the advantage over, because we're already here. You know what? Hey,
We should conduct a
let's go
search right
over
here.
yonder.
Round 2. Beginning ring countdown.
Don't worry about engaging with those people. It will just be better if we don't.
Hostile spotted.
I love it when my squad doesn't.
Gotta
I was
heal.
gonna say it doesn't
Taking
listen
a
to me,
knee.
but
Let's explore this way.
they can't hear me anyway. So what does it matter? Alright, let's see this. That spot's already been looted, so. Man, I really need more heavy ammo. Or a better light ammo gun. No, hey, what's up? I've kind of had the Indiana Jones theme stuck in my head for most of the evening. It's truly odd because I haven't watched Indiana Jones in some time.
Let's go here.
How about let's go
I
here?
suggest we do some research in this area.
Or we can go to your place, whatever.
Very well.
Oh,
Okay.
Target spotted.
let's go get him. Oh, it's far away. I do see you.
Something damaged.
And I did hit you. You still over there? Aha, there you are.
I have a subject in view. Far off.
Do you have a better scope than I do?
Enemy over there.
Same one I told you about.
I say we move this way.
I have a subject in view. Far off. Arcstar delivered.
Oh, it did kind of get there.
We are inside the next ring.
Neato.
A net positive result.
Yeah, they fighting in there.
Attention. Package.
Packages likely shift the delta in our favor. Throwing Arcstar.
Well, that did not go where I needed it to go.
Throwing Arcstar.
Let's see.
Enemy spotted.
Enemy over there.
Ooh, lots of explodey.
Made a hit.
Oh, this is convenient.
Round 3. Beginning ring countdown.
We find ourselves inside the next ring.
I'm taking the shot.
Reloading.
That would have been cooler if I didn't fall.
Damn, getting shot.
Arcstar delivered. Variable.
Give me my shield.
Watch yourself. There's another squad attacking.
Placing gas trap. Independent variable added.
Taking fire, brothers. Firing.
By whom?
Throwing some cover for my brothers.
Need to recharge my shields.
Giving my shield to recharge.
I hear pitter-patter footsteps. Who's shooting you? Get in here.
Heads up, we got an airstrike on us.
Get in here.
Incoming grenade.
Psyched about my gas traps holding up for the most part.
Deployed. Recharging shields.
I'm getting shot. What? Reloading.
Taking fire.
Don't shield out. I'm being thermite. Reloading.
Healing.
Getting shot.
I still see it. My vision is clear. My vision is clear. Administering medical aid.
Throwing grenade. Healing up. Give me a second.
We are inside the next room. Placing gas trap.
Care package.
Care package. Coming in. I need shields.
Yeah, I need shields too, bro.
I need shields.
Getting shot at. Reloading.
Don't really feel like I'm gonna find any here, though.
Contact.
I know that itty bitty
Healing up.
shield's better than no
Eyes are open
shield,
now.
but at the same time.
Gas trap deployed.
I'm gonna have to take the itty bitty shield.
Round 4. Beginning ring countdown.
Healing up. Give me a sec. Looks like we're in the next ring.
Hey. Hey.
Independent variable added.
Let's go kill some guys. Let's go get a shield.
Taking fire, boss.
Down. Independent variable added.
Contact with hostile. Contact with enemy.
Reloading.
Making contact with enemy.
Another squad attacking.
Contact. Hostile right here.
I'm down.
Hostile close.
Placing
Bummer. Not a single kill for me. Ah, whatever. Hey, this was fun. Thanks for watching, folks. I'm tired. It's late. I'm gonna go to bed. Would have been a longer stream had the game not needed to update for some stupid reason. It needed to update, but nothing changed. So, whatever. LealLegacy.com. You know the drill. Go there, scope us out, listen to the podcast. Blue, white, white. Bing, bing. Okay, nothing I give a shnikes about. Alright, I'm out of here. Enjoy the rest of your day, or night, or whatever you got. Okay, love you, bye.